1, 2. There you go, we've got sound. Well, thank you for that. Oh, dear. I got all excited. I could see myself, but I didn't know. I hadn't turned the microphones on. So I'm sorry, I'll start all that again. And look, I'm just tucking my cord under my belt. Nothing untoward there at all. Okay. G'day, I'm Steve. Hey, welcome to Woodworking Masterclass, or as I like to say, joining me in the shed so I can finish some jobs off, which I really don't want to do without talking to anyone. So that's what I said. G'day, Boz. How are you, mate? Lovely to have you along. Long time no chat. Happy birthday, Wes. Say g'day to Ange for me. Munchie, welcome back. Robert, I hope there's sound now. Oh dear, are we good? The man is a legend. There you go, a legend in my own lunchtime. Thank you. Well, you send it right back. You tell that girl she's got one of the nicest smiles I have seen for years. Every time I see a picture of her on Facebook, she's always smiling. Makes my day. Scott, g'day from New York. Robert, hi, how are you? Jared, g'day, mate. And what I'm going to do, what I did in yesterday's trip, because I was bored, I buffed all these boxes here. Now I've got to start preparing the insides. So there's more buffing. These are inside panels that are going in the boxes. Then I've got to cut the leather that's going to go into the bottom of the boxes. And I might see if I can actually line some. We'll see how we go. So hang in there. But as always, if you've got any questions, queries, or share something woodwork related, happy to oblige. So if you see something behind me, or you've got some in your shed, you're not sure how to use it, or you're not getting the results you want, don't know that I know the answer, but I'll give it a good shot. And we got a brains trust in the chat room, and I'm sure someone there would have an answer for you. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, and the reason I'm late, I said I was going to do a 6 o'clock. Did not, you fibber. I said a 10 o'clock start. Where's my eau de cologne? Hang on. I got a phone call this morning, and it was just absolutely lovely. Whoops. Come around here. I was on the net answering my YouTube messages, which I really enjoyed doing. So thanks for commenting and saying g'day. And I got a phone call, and they said, this person, I've got a piece of timber. Do you want it? And I thought, no, not really. It's been under the house for 10 years or so, and we're just going to chuck it to the dump. But I thought of you because seeing you work with wood, you might be interested. Oh yeah, what is it? Oh, I think it's called American swamp wood. Well, I'd never heard of American swamp wood. She said, oh, it's a burl, I think. Well, that piqued my interest. But there again, if someone says they're going to do something, you get all excited, and what you imagine isn't exactly what is. But in this case, I was pleasantly surprised. Have a butcher's at this. I don't know. Hang on, let's see if I can get a decent picture. There you go. I don't know how good that's coming up. But yeah, it's a burl that just fits in the back of my truck, as you can see. And it measures 4 foot by 3 foot, and it's just under 5 inches thick. I thought it was buckeye burl, but having a closer look, I'm not 100% sure. But what I'm going to do is gurney it, high pressure clean it this afternoon, and I'll have a look-see. But isn't that lovely? Made my day. I said, oh, what do you want for it? No, if you don't want it, we're going to take it to the tip. I says, no, I want it. So, yeah, very happy with that. Yeah, we got a lot from New York coming in. Oh, you're welcome, Ange. Chad, g'day, mate. Just finished making dinner, but I'll be back. The minion demands food. Don't they always? Don't they always? All right, no dramas. We'll look forward to your return, boss. Okay, I'll see if I can find another bit of... Oh! I'll even show you how I made these hearts. Because I can. And I've got another one. Oh yeah, there's one over there. And no, they weren't done with a CNC. Let me just... So I don't have a CNC now, because Theo's got it, which is really good. Because anything I want CNC'd, I get Theo to do it and I don't stress. Isn't that wonderful? Oh dear. These hearts here, they're going to actually go in the top of the box like that, and these bits of material that Susie has embroidered for me will actually sit in the middle of the heart there. So that's the idea of these. How I made these hearts, because it's difficult to... Where's the camera? It's difficult to do something on the router and get a sharp point at the bottom of the heart. So they're actually done in two parts. Where are we up to? I'm trying to keep up with the chat today if I can. Hey Steve, we're going to live stream the wedding next Wednesday. Awesome, mate. I will try. What time? I'll try and be online. I'll leave and watch Bob. New Jersey. Well, they're all around, aren't they? Hey Steve, this Steve is from... Where's... Virginus. Well, there you go. Or is that Virginia? I don't know. I can't... Oh! Something or other Oz. Well, there you go. Well, I'm pleased you joined us. John, g'day, mate. Long time no see. I love those mouth-watering photos of food you stick up on your Facebook page. They're just extraordinary. Oh, g'day. Welcome back. Thanks, Wes. Yeah, so getting back to these things, what I actually did, they're all done in plywood, but I got one half cut in plywood like that, and then did two halves, and then joined them together, and then veneered the back and veneered the front, and this fabric in here is called flock. So I flocked them, and how I flocked them was I glued, well, this is left over from when I glued the veneer, then I run that over a round over bit on the router, and then paint it, then flock it, and then when it's finished, I just then remove the paper. So this one hasn't been finished. It's a sparey, which it doesn't look like I need, but it's always good to have a spare one. Oh. Virginia, gotcha. There you go. Thanks, Stephen. All right. So same treatment as the boxes. This has had de-wax blonde shellac put on it, and then what I did, I used some wipe-on poly, which I will never, ever, ever, ever use again. It is the most disgusting stuff I've ever used in my life. So wipe-on poly is not it for me. So I did have a couple of issues. I had to sand all the wipe-on off, and this is only 6 mil of a veneer on there, so I had to be very careful not to go through. I actually did go through on a couple, but I can get away with it because being a burl, it sort of just looks like lighter timber. And then I sprayed it liberally with some acrylic clear, and I used a satin finish, which is, that's the finish. A satin finish gives me, there's no gloss there at all. It's pretty, it's not matte, but it's pretty well not anything. So what I'm doing, there's a lot of questions I got asked. What have you got in that Brasso tin? Well, what I've got in that Brasso tin is Brasso. It's a metal polish, but you put it over an acrylic, a clear acrylic, and it comes up lovely. It gives you a really nice warm. I think the word for yesterday was luster. So it gives you a really nice luster. So it's not a high gloss, but it is just, I'll just put that little bit on there. I'll buff that off and I'll show you how nice it looks. And it's what I prefer because it makes it look as if it's old. It's not something that's, you know, just been sprayed. And if you can see my reflection there. I'll get it there. There's my thumb. Whereas if you look at before, we'll do it this way. Before, this one on this side has just got the lacquer, but that one next to it, as you just saw, I've just buffed it with Brasso, which is a metal liquid polish. Works really, really well. And then what I will do to finish it, we'll use a wax. I'll use a dark wax. In fact, I think the wax I was using yesterday it was a Libron product. And if it's around here, I'll show you the tin. If not, I'll find it later on, Ron. There you go, that's it. That's the stuff. It's a bit deceiving because that colour on the tin is nothing like the colour of the wax on the inside. It's a really nice, it's not a black wax, but it is a nice colour that goes really well with burls. So I might even do this, I'll polish this, I'll put a bit of wax on it so you can see. As I said in the stream yesterday, this really, I call this a poor man's French polish because it's so easy to do and it's a durable finish. It's actually more durable than French polish. And it's a heck of a lot easier and quicker to do. But it does give a really nice patina. So are you still in Las Vegas, Boz? It almost like comes up like glass. It really is nice. You can leave it without a wax finish if you want, but I quite like the wax finish. So that's it. You can just see that. Put a lid over the top of it so you can, whoops. You can see the reflection in it. So that's all I've done. I'll put a bit of polish on it. Bob's better, Sue's better than Bob. Bob's, I don't know, since we last spoke, I think, yeah, Bob's had a couple of operations, which is not looking good, and he's getting very tired now, but we'll see how he goes. He still likes food. I'll see if I can find this. I put an Instagram post of him eating a pancake a couple of weeks ago. I think it's on my phone, so I'll show you Bob having a pancake. Still enjoys his tucker, still enjoys the cuddle. That's all good. Sue's well, mate. She's just come back from Sydney. She was down there for a week with my son, which was nice. But even nicer to have a home. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. There you go. Press the button. I pressed the button, but it was the wrong button. Okay, so if you can, oh, there you go. You can see how much of a shine that's got with the studio lights compared to one I haven't done, which will just be pretty flat and ordinary. And there's one that I'll put the metal polish on and put some wax on. So it does, it gives you, this is beautiful, it has a lovely feel to it. A really warm touch. And hard too, it's almost like glass. I won't put it on there because it's keyboard. Well actually, I will tell the truth. When I learned French polishing, 30 years ago, I don't know, when did I learn French polishing? Would have been 25, 27 years ago. The guy who taught me quickly, it was one of those, have you ever been to a workshop or a session where you've gone to learn something and then there's a throwaway comment and that's worth more than the whole course or workshop or whatever you went to? And literally it was a throwaway comment. The guy who taught me, his name's Paul Gregson. I think he's in Sydney. And something came up, he said, I just use Brasso on it. And I reckon nearly everyone else missed it. But I got it and I thought, well, that doesn't sound right. And I came home and started using it. This is another one, this is a Libron product. It's called Burnishing Cream. It works quite well. And they have another one called Ring Remover that's absolutely brilliant. And basically they designed it for removing wine ring marks, but I forget how I worked that one out. Whoops, wrong one. I was doing an antique job, restoration job, and I went to grab the burnishing liquid, and by mistake I grabbed hold of the ring remover, and it did such an excellent job. I thought, wow, that's good. And then when I looked at the tin, I went, oh, that wasn't what I was meant to use. So as we were talking about yesterday, it was a great conversation. I enjoyed that yesterday. I think it was Paul said, yeah, some of the best things come out of mistakes. And who else was it? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember who said it now, but it's so true. Experience comes from good judgment, and good judgment comes from, no, hang on, what is it? Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. Yeah. So, you know, when things don't work out, sometimes you learn so much, you're better off going down the rabbit hole and seeing what you can find rather than taking the safe, tested, tried and true direction. I don't know if I had a rant yesterday about, someone said I had a rant yesterday, I can't remember it. Perhaps I just do it now and I don't even think. But it's tradition. You know, we've got a lot of traditions and people adhere to these traditions. But a lot of the same people that adhere to traditions turn around and say, we have to adapt to the times. We can't live in the past. Well, you can't have it both ways, honestly. I don't know. The longer I live, the weirder I think we are, I'll tell you that much. But as I said yesterday, I like living between my ears and in my own fence line. I've got my wife, my dog, my grandkids and my workshops. And if any of my kids move home, that's good too. I've got one at the moment, he's really keen to get into woodwork, so ooh, happy with that. I think the other ones would if they had the space. But So I think when I shuffle off, I'd love to see my tools go to me kids rather than go on eBay. But don't get excited because I'm not planning on doing that for a while yet. I got to finish the bed first. Oh, and the dining room table. I mentioned it yesterday, so I don't know if anyone else is different. Well, I know we got some different people today than we had yesterday, but I'm doing a couple more TV shows too in Australia. As I said, they are played over in America somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if it's Philadelphia or Pennsylvania or I don't know. Somewhere starting with a letter of the alphabet. So they might make it over there, but no matter, I will still put them on YouTube so you can catch up. And one of the things I want to do is make a new dining room table for us and dining room chairs. So that'll be a part of it. Silver, g'day mate, how you going? It has been a long time. Oh, sorry about that, Silver. But the good thing is you got great memories. Ah, yeah, that's not good. That happened to one of my dogs once, and it's very, very sad, and you just wonder what sort of creatures walking around in human forms are around. So you're going to get another one later on? Yeah, just to show you it wasn't a fluke. There's another one. Isn't that a lovely sheen? I won't wax that one at the moment. I'll wax them all later on. I tell you what, I reckon it's coffee time. So I might just have a... What sort of coffee should I have? I don't know. I'll go and see what I've got. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, that one looks good. I don't know what it's called, but I'll have it. It's called a Bianco, is it? Bianco Legaro. Bianco Legaro. There you go. Sounds like a girl's name, doesn't it? Here we go. Pop that in there and that'll be spinning out and spitting out coffee in a minute. Oh, I'll put my milk on. Put that on. Just have a look at my clock. Yeah, I bought this little pocket watch, several months ago now. It cost me $30 and it keeps perfect time. You know, you could spend $2,000 or $5,000 on what is it, a Rolex or a Rotor or a what do you call those things? Amiga? Oh, they only lose a second every 100 years. Well, I would have been happy with that, a $30 watch. If it lost a minute a day, it wouldn't have worried me. It's good. It's incredible, that. I just looked at it and I didn't look to see what I wanted to look at. What have we got up there? 26, okay. Go. Because I don't like when the milk goes to full time, it's too hot. So I do it for 1 minute and 40 seconds and it's just about right. Then I can scoff it down. I don't mind if my coffee goes cold. I can live with that, but I hate it if it's too hot when I want to drink it. You're back! Where are we at? Whoops. Got another 30 seconds to go. Where, I believe we call her Prunella. Yeah, John, she was on yesterday. She had to go to rehab today or last night, and then she had some work. So I don't know if she's going to be on today, but apart from that, she seems to be doing well. Prunella, queen of the stream. That's it. All right, that'll do me. Yep, that'll do me. Turn that off now because it's going to be too hot otherwise. I'll put that there. Grab this here. Hey, what a modern workshop. That's right, leave. Jeff Hanna would have a fit if he saw me drinking coffee while I worked. And I'll just slide over to the refrigerator, and something is dead in this workshop. It's over in that corner. I don't know if it's a mouse or a rat or something, but it's quite whiffy. But at the moment I can't see the floor, so there's no point now. I'm not going to put Brasso in the coffee. Remind me not to put Brasso in the coffee. Let's see. Yeah, it's a nice sheen, John, that. I like it. It's very warm and inviting. Boys, my son just gasped and saw, dear, oh dear, he loves that. Oh, isn't that lovely? That's nice. I like hearts too. Although some unkind people reckon I don't have one, I've just got a pump. It's not really true. Yeah, someone, I don't know who it was yesterday, I'm sorry, it might have been Earl or could have been Paul, said they used car polish. And yeah, look, that works fine too. Silver doesn't work. There's another product out that polishes silver called Silver. It doesn't work. But the Brasso, because it's got very mild abrasive substance in it, might be rotten stone or triple E or something, it works quite well. These little things like this, they just make such a big difference to a job. Instead of a sort of a ho-hum or an also-ran, just put something in there slightly different, and yeah, it makes things pop and it becomes memorable. I was talking about, I don't know whether to put a brand on the bottom of these or a maker's mark. I could put a maker's mark on there, I suppose. I don't know. I'll see how I go. Three down, 9 to go. Coffee time. Trevor in the chat. He might be later on. He normally comes in. He had big storms there. Good man. Where he lives yesterday, and he didn't have any power. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's it's happened. It's happened already. I was about to stick me rag in me coffee and buff that. I shouldn't do two things at once. Oh dear. Yes, that's true, Silver. Talcum powder's good. It's very nice, soft abrasive. I use talcum powder up in the top shed actually when I'm doing casting, because we're doing some aluminium casting at the moment, and talcum powder's good to get the parent out of the mould. I remember many years ago, I forget what job I was doing now. Anyway, it was a job. I was French polishing it, and they were the good old days when I used to enjoy a beer or five. And my DAA, my spirit, was in the same bottle as the beer I was drinking. And in those days, they were clear bottles of beer. I think it was Hahn Light. And I was about, I don't know, 7 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night, and I grabbed hold of the DAA, denatured absolute alcohol, and went and swallowed it and went, oh, that was shocking. And then the next thing, when I got that taste out of my mouth, I actually picked my beer up and put it over my French polishing rubber and started working on the job with beer. So I decided then, possibly, it was time to call it a day. Now, what I didn't do with these, and I don't think they need it, is the boxes yesterday I actually rubbed back with 2000 grit wet and dry. But this is polishing up quite nice without having to do that. And I'm quite happy not to do that. Did I have a sip of my coffee then? I can't remember. I will in a minute. You missed the stream, Steve. Thanks, John. Yeah, look, I do too, but we've got a lot going on. But I said to Steve, I got, you know the look, you know, most of you know what the look is. It's an unsaid you're an idiot sort of look. And I streamed yesterday, obviously, and that was fine. And then this morning, Susie goes, what are you going to do? I said, oh, I'm going to stream again. She looked at me and said, you idiot. I said, no. I said, I've got to get these boxes finished because I've promised them. And so the only way I can do it, I can come down here and listen to Pink Floyd and Fleetwood Mac and America and Bon Jovi and all that, which I really enjoy doing. But then I get sidetracked, whereas if I'm streaming and I've got you good people to chat to, it keeps me honest. So I got, oh, all right then, almost. Yeah, okay, just this once. But I'm not doing another marathon, I can promise you that much. Oh, that is nice. I'm looking forward to finishing that so I can have another one. No, just realised you've got to put up with me eating biscuits. I'm sorry. I'm going to be building iron speakers. So I'm probably going to veneer them. It's high density particle. Any advice? Yeah, high density particle board is good. I believe, this is a friend of mine builds speakers, MDF is even better because it's more consistent in its construction. But, and he puts transmission channels and all sorts of stuff. You have a look at the speakers, you go, oh, they're nice speakers, but it's what he's done inside with sound channels and echo chambers and everything else. And I think all he put in the top was a three-way car speaker. But because all the transmission lines on the inside, the sound is amazing. Veneering it. Yeah, do all your work first before you veneer it. And then veneer it. I don't think it really matters what glue you use. But just make sure your boxes are all nice and square and everything before you veneer, because once you start doing that, you really can't go back and start doing any cabinet work on it. No, good stuff. Is that a wedding present to you and Ange, is it, Wes? John Evans, oh, g'day, Yvonne, how are you going? She signed the Ford Elite modelling, she's over there. Oh, that's good. Good to hear. We expect to see you out here in Australia one of these days. There you go. La-da-da-dee-da-da-da-dum. And another, that burl, by the way, that I am using is ambonia, or sometimes, what else is it called? Ambonia, and I've heard it called something else, but I can't remember what. It's escaped me, but I know it is ambonia. Well, I'll finish it all at once. I don't know, it's funny. I'm me, but I'm not the me you see here. I really am a very quiet person. But when I'm here, I'm allowed to be whoever I want. That's it. It's interesting. But if you ever get to Australia, by all means, let me know and we can catch up. Sounds like a plan. I was going to go down to New South Wales. Now we've got the borders open here in Australia, and catch up with one of my sons, and he's just setting the workshop up, so I've got some stuff to go down for him. And with Susie being away in Sydney, I sort of got behind with everything, and I rang him yesterday and said, oh mate, look, I don't think I'll be down on the weekend, but I'll come down after Christmas. He said, oh, well, that's all right. He said, we were thinking of coming up for Christmas. Yes, double bonus. So he's just started working on the lathe and epoxy work. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he's enjoying that. And he's limited for space, so we've got to get him some tools that'll fit in the space that he's got available. Okay. So not much sharing going on, but I do appreciate you watching me work. I was just about to say, I bet he's Australian. I am Australian. Actually, it'd be true, I'm a POM. I came out here in 1964 and have never gone back. I love it here. When I first came to Australia, I was 9. There you go. And we lived in Sydney. And as I said, Susie's just spent a week in Sydney. She says, no way in the world, apart from family, why I would ever want to go back to Sydney. And I lived nearly all my life within view of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I was very, very fortunate where I lived. And basically I grew up on Sydney Harbour, which was lovely. We had Sydney Harbour at the back door. We had a swimming pool in the backyard, and the swimming pool was just like a fence actually into the harbour, so you couldn't get you. So I was brought up on the water. My dad was a pretty keen. I didn't really take to it. I prefer power boats myself. Give me a tinny and a fishing rod and I'm happy, an aluminium boat and a motor and I'm happy. I remember one day I was married, well still am, And where was I? I was living in Queensland, and I rang my dad, what are you doing? And he said, oh, I don't know. He says, tough decision. He said, I don't know. I said, well, what's your tough decision? He said, well, he said, there's a nice wind blowing, so I was thinking I might take the yacht out and go sailing. He said, but there again, the tailor, which is a fish, the tailor are biting, so I might take the cruiser out. And I said, yeah, I've got tough decisions like that. I don't know whether to have home brand spaghetti or home brand baked beans. Life's just full of choices, isn't it? I think he laughed at that. But good luck to him. The water hasn't really done it to me. When we used to live on the Gold Coast. And when we first moved there, we'd be at the beach nearly every day. Taking my son surfing after school. And then, I don't know, all of a sudden, you just get over the water. For me, I like the bush. Give me the bush. Great big, long, flat plains. Maybe trees, maybe no trees, don't care. I don't care. I'll have the snakes and the foxes and the wild pigs. I prefer them to jellyfish and sharks and eels. Randy Luther. G'day, thanks for dropping in. How far are we? How's the truck mate is doing? Well, that big burl I just showed you is in the back of the truck. I must admit, I've got to get the air conditioner fixed because it's not blowing cold air like it used to. So I think I want to go out west, but I might leave that till after Christmas now. But I'll get a wheel alignment on my old girl and get the air conditioner recharged, and I will be good to go. But in all honesty, boss, since all this things happened around the world, I would be lucky to drive the truck twice, maybe twice every 3 weeks. It sits in the yard. I've got a little MX-5 sports car, and I just go up to the shops with that. But I haven't been on any big trips picking anything up, so the truck doesn't get used. But it got used this morning to get that big burl in there, I'll tell you. And then I bought an old ute or pickup for next to nothing, and that's a project car for my grandsons to work on, so they're learning a bit of mechanics. And Anthony, you wouldn't recognise now, he's taller than I am now. He said, Papa, he said, when are we going to finish my car so I can get a licence? I can't remember where it went from being a project car to my car. There must have been a defining moment in time when that happened. But my idea was, no, it's a family car. When it gets fixed, there's got a nice big tray on the back. So if any of your uncles need to move some stuff or whatever, they can come up and borrow it. But Anthony sort of got it in his head, no, that's my car. Ah, fair enough, don't care. Oh, how am I going? 4 to go. Gee whiz, we're getting the old crew back, aren't we? Thanks, Randy. I thought I was Polish. Is that Polish or Polish? Yeah, look, it's nice to get the old crew back, isn't it? It's good, and you people. And if you haven't, I'd really appreciate it if you whack that subscribe button. I was quite impressed. I think I picked up 100 subs yesterday, because I really would love to hit the 100,000. For me, it would be, I've finally done something that is worth something. So it's no big in. Apparently they send you a plaque if you hit 100,000 on YouTube. And I said to my son that was up here the other day, I said, mate, you can have it and stick it on your wall. Oh, I've got to tell you, proud father moment. The young bloke who's just started to get into woodwork, as I said, he's moved out of Sydney. I've got another son that's still in Sydney. And the The one that's just moved out, he's moved to a town halfway between Sydney and where I live. And it's got a workshop. But he had to buy it, or not buy it, rent it. He had to rent it sight unseen because he was, I don't know, 400 or 500 kilometres away, and he couldn't take time off work to do an inspection. So he just had to, you know, take a leap of faith and hope it worked out all right. And when he moved in, he was all excited. He rang me up. He said, Dad, look at this, look at this. And behind the garage, there was an actual workshop all fitted out with benches and everything. So he was super excited about that. And we sort of let that go. And then when he was up here a couple of weeks ago, he said, did I show you the photos of my workshop? I said, no, you did when you first met. No, he said, I'll show you now. He said, I wanted you to be surprised, but I thought I'd show you now. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, I nearly drank that. I was impressed. In fact, a tear came to this old fella's eyes. There's his workshop with his workbench right in front of him. He's got framed pictures of me on various magazines I've been on, and articles, and a poster of Woodworking Masterclass. I thought that was so nice, and apparently he's proud of his old man. And someone popped in and said, "Who's the dude on the wall?" And his chest puffed. He says, "That's my old man." So I thought, isn't that nice? I was touched by that. And then he came up and we bought some tools. And he touched me for that too. Oh dear. See, it's easy to get around me. Just talk woodwork. Oh, speaking of which, I'll have another drink and I'll have another chat. I got to tell you, that is nice coffee. I've got some vanilla essence in that one. Where's my pump thing? This stuff here, Cashmere Gourmet Vanilla Flavoured Slurp. It's not too bad either. What are we up to? Julian! It's all right, mate. Doesn't matter yet. You made it. Andy! I'll have to come up with another rant. Isn't it funny when I'm pretty sure that is Andy in the Woodworking Leader. You're Andy. When I'm up in the office and I'm doing, I digress again, I'm off on a tangent. I mean, I've got the right setting today. It wasn't until I looked at the stream last night I thought, that camera's out, because you could see too much of the wall behind me and I looked about that big. But, yeah, when I'm up there and I get messages from people who are on the stream, I can't remember your Christian name, so I'm sorry about that. But when I come down here and you pop up in chat, boom, it's there. It's there, so it's good. Where have we got? Maybe we could all just do a meet-up with everyone who was... Sounds good to me, Wes, but I'm not going nowhere. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Yvonne. It's always good to breathe, Randy, always good to breathe. I've had a couple of rants stored up, but then when I come down here, I think I must have changed. I am over telemarketers. I understand they have a job to do, they got families to feed. So I'll admit, I used to be quite abrupt with them, but now I don't. I just let them have a yarn. But what does burn me is when you get a phone call and you're pretty darn sure it's... I'll tell you a funny one about a telemarketer in a minute. You're pretty sure it's a telemarketer. Say, hello, yeah, this is Steve. And then there's dead silence. And there's nothing. Hello, nothing. But you can hear everything in the background. And then it comes, oh, hello. Oh, yes, could I speak to Mr. Steve? Well, this is me. What do you want? Oh, you put in an application for financial investment advice. No, I didn't. Oh, we've got you down because what we have now is if you've got a spare $20,000, if I had a spare $20,000, oh, so yes, that pregnant pause. And the other one that has to be the best is when they ring you up and you answer the phone and they got you on hold. And then they say, your call is important to us. Please hold the line. We'll be with you shortly. Excuse me, I'm halfway through doing whatever I'm doing. You interrupt my day, put me in hold, so it's convenient to you? No, that's it. Go away. Anyway, this funny one. This morning it happened. We're just sort of woken up and Susie's phone rings and I thought it might have been my son in Sydney and no, and it sounded like a professional, fair dinkum, telly, whatever you make, automatic thing, not a scam one, but a real one. Anyway, it said, oh, I'm from such and such telephone company. If this is you, please press 1. So, yeah, righto, press 1. Oh, your account is in arrears. Please do this, that and the other. If you've paid it recently, please press 1. And I thought, well, that was it. I hung up because the next thing is, oh, well, you can pay it now. Give me your credit card details and we'll blow the limit of your credit card. Anyway, I hung up on them and then Sue said, that's the second one I got. I got one yesterday. I said, well, if you told me that, I would have hung up on them straight away. And she said, it's rubbish anyway because I pay my telephone contract automatically. She said, I'll just check. And so she went into a bank account for details and like me, couldn't remember which bank account pays it. I said, well, why not download their app? Oh, how do I do that? So anyway, we downloaded the app and sure enough, her account was in arrears. And she goes, oh, that's right. I changed my credit card number. So I laughed. So that was a real one. That was helpful. But you just got to be. And then because there's so many scammers out there, if someone legitimately rings up, you hang up on them, and then they get all snotty because, oh, we tried to contact you, but you wouldn't talk to us. Yeah, but there's so many scams going around. For every one that's legitimate, I reckon there's about 50 that aren't. So the odds are 50 to 1. I'm not going to take them, thanks very much. If it was the other way around, 49 were legit and 1 wasn't, yeah, I'd take a punt. But anyway, that's it. So that wasn't really a rant. That was more an observation. Oh, 2 to go after this one. Yo! I sighted. I can start cutting leather up then. Yeah, we're all good. We are all good, Julian. Thank you. I don't know what was awesome, but I'm pleased you liked it, boss. Oh, dear. Oh, that'll do too. I don't mind the like buttons. That's nice. Thank you. Wally boys. Now from memory, you're in France. Is that right? But g'day anyway. Randy, Steve, I had one of those honeydew moments too. Mine was paint the house. Yeah. Oh dear. I've only half painted my roof. And the idea was I was going to finish painting it in winter. But yeah, no, it didn't get done. And it's too hot in summer. But I don't know how long paint lasts for before it goes off. But I've bought all the paint. I just haven't opened it, so that's a good thing. That was so nice. I'm going to have another one again shortly. 2 to go. We're on the downhill run. Yeehaw, Grandma. Oh, Muddy-dum. Oh, thank you, Julian. I appreciate it. Engine Monkey, howdy. How you going? Thanks for dropping in. Jameson, as in Jameson whiskey. Oh, I like that. Oh, man, who got him? It's one of those things, boss. I just sort of, you know, it happens. It happens. Oh, dear. And like, even if I wasn't streaming, I guarantee I'd still be talking to myself. But this way, I don't get committed. See? And all you good people out there in Streamland go, whoa, I thought I was messed up. I'm not nearly as weird as that bloke. See, so it's cathartic at the same time. You can use me as a gauge of your own sanity, if you like. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, look at this. Down to the last one. Oh, happy days. One more to go. Oh, and the worst one is the last one. That's where I actually went through the veneer. But I reckon I'll get away with it, which will be good. Well, that was half an hour's worth of work. I was speaking to Theo this morning, and I rang him up to show him the big burl that I just got. So hopefully I'll catch up with him later in the week, and I've got to go near his place and have a coffee with him, which will be nice. That's not... it'll do. It'll do. Last one. Lucky last. Ah, dear. Love watching Stan. Thanks, John. I tell you, I don't know what's going on here, but on the screen I'm looking at, I'm really bright. I'm almost looking anemic. I have seen some of his edited videos. You should see what comes out of those edits, monkey. Oh, thanks, John. Did you get my email, Steve, of the new workshop? If I did, I would have answered it. So if I didn't answer it, I didn't get the email. So please send it again. Anyone wants to email me with any pictures, queries, questions or whatever, preferably woodwork related, admin@woodworkingmasterclass.com.au. This I haven't got much to go with because I've gone through, but I think I'll be able to save this one, all right? Yes, so 2021 for me is the year of the bed. I want to get the bed finished. I'm looking forward to that. So Susie, apparently. It's only been 5 years. But as I pointed out to the wife the other day, and I think we have to do this, sometimes just to remind the ones we love that even though they might think that we're being slack, unproductive, slagging off, or slaggards, which if you watch Back to the Future, you'll get that one, we really are about saving money. And the reason I say that is the mattress we bought for this bed 5 years ago was $3,500. It's a super king, super size, really nice mattress. Now, it's taken me 5 years to finish the bed, but as I tried to point out to my beloved the other day, do you know how much that mattress would be now if we bought it 5 years later? I didn't get an answer, so I really don't know if I scored some points or I'm going to cop it later on. But I just thought that was pretty pretty quick thinking. There we go. And I'm waiting for a phone call from another television station because, there you go. There's a show that they're going to be making shortly in Australia called Make It, which is like MasterChef type of thing, from what I understand, only you get given a bucket of sawdust, 2 inches of string and a dead caterpillar, and you have to make a baby's cot out of it, or something like that, you know. And I have got no interest in being a contestant on it, but I would love to work behind the scenes just to see what goes on. So if I do get a phone call, I will take it, and that's what it will be about. Okay, this is the leather here that I'm going to put on the bottom of those boxes. So I have to, I've already done it actually, measure up the inside of the box, and I've got it down to, that's too big, you idiot. Okay. How did that happen? I thought, I'll save time, I'll do it before I start streaming. And I didn't save time because I've messed it up. Okay, 230 by 175. Write that down, dimwit, before you forget. What is it? 175 by 230. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to cut another one now, aren't I? Well, that's interesting. I'm sure, well, obviously I didn't, but it was my intention to cut that at 9 inches, and it's not. It's 8 3/4 by 7. 7 inches is spot on, and that's too big. So we're going to have to cut that back to there. Okay, can I use the table saw? I might be able to. And that's got to be 9 inches. So it's 9 inches, 230 whiz bangers. Little bit, 230, 9 inches will do. Okay, so 9 inches. Isn't that interesting? Nine inches by 6 7/8. Okay. Let's go and cut that again. I'll just catch up in the chat, then we'll go over to the saw, and I've got this to play with now. Haven't even unwrapped this. It's these are gorgeous. It's Veritas plane for doing trenches now. I'm making this stool here, and I want to use all hand planes. So very happy with that. That's nice. This is a side issue. Got nothing to do with this. Let me see. Okay. Oh, there you go. And where are we? Wally is your dog. I can remember that. Just got a lathe. Hey, good stuff. Just change the shape of a square block. First time using it. That is awesome. Have some fun. Make sure you're wearing a face guard though. Is that a dog or a wife? It's a wife. Hello, wife.
Hello, darling.
Yous all remember the missus. What? Oh, you bad girl. Look. What happened to the other one?
No, I didn't eat it.
Oh, look at that. Look. Shit, a good woman, that one. Chocolatey Claire. Ooh, gooey chocolatey Claire. I put into fridge for a little bit. I just had I just had a cup of coffee, so I'll have another one
Oh,
shortly.
okay.
So let's go this way. Oh, I'm catching up. Andy's just got a lathe. And I said, wear a full face mask because I've got stuff in the face.
Yeah.
See you, Chad. Thanks, mate. All the best. Have a good sleep. Hang on, I'll just whiz down here. Andy says, hello, Sue. Julian says, hi, Sue. Mitch, hi, Steve. Great to see you again. Hi, Sue. Bob, in fact, see, they all remember you.
Oh,
What?
popular.
I didn't say you were popular. I said
Oh,
they
I
remember you. You can be remembered and not be
It can
popular.
be a nightmare.
I'm not saying nothing.
Just as well.
I know. I've learned.
Just as well.
I've learned. Is it nice to be home out of Sydney?
So is.
Wes is getting married next Wednesday.
Good
And
on
they're
you,
going to
Wes.
stream it. So him and Angie, if we're up, I'd like to do that. Engine Monkey says, hi, Sue. Everyone says, see, I walk in.
everyone.
Oh, it's you again. You walk in. Hi, Sue, hi, Sue. Look at this. Hair's getting long too.
It is.
That's it.
It is.
Where am I? I've got to catch up with people. Oh,
All right, well, I'll leave so you can
what?
do it.
I
Catch up
don't
with
care.
people.
Oh, you can stay here while I just catch up. Chad's off the bed. Well done, Andy. Oh, yes. Where's Max? We need Max on here. Oh, there you go. Theo. John watched Theo's stream at the virtual wood show. I see you're using the brasso trick you showed us a few months ago. No, that just proves that I actually do what I say, isn't it? There you go. Don't look. No, I was just talking about the bed. Andy goes, "You finished the bed? Wow, well done." No, I haven't finished it yet. Don't see that look. That's the look I got when I said I was going to stream. My glasses keep falling down.
You're losing weight in your head?
I did. When you were away, I did a stream when you were away, or I did a video or something. And
Rather than you
my
being a fathead,
my
you're a
shorts
meathead.
kept dripping because my belt was too big because I'd lost weight.
I lost weight while I was away too.
Well, there you go. Lose weight, we should separate. No, because I loves you too much. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, that's it, engine. I remember the days we used to have to brasso the black webbing belts, and when we were in barracks, we used to turn the backs of the mats over so we could use that as a polishing table. And then one day, sergeants came in and saw us all doing that, and we all got into trouble. And then we tried to do it on the belts, and you put a bit of paper underneath your brass. What was it called? The brass buckles. There was a name for it. Bling. No, it wasn't bling.
No, darling.
Any case, you used to put a bit of paper under there because you had your black polished belt, and then you do that. But brass would still get on the black. Oh dear, oh dear. Did have a name. I don't know. Could ask Azzy yesterday.
Long time ago.
It was bows and arrows in those days. Bedtime for me. Good night, Chef Morose. Oh, there you go. Look, Boz. Did she find the fountain of youth?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you suckhole. Fair dinkum. I can't match that. You ruined my day. She said, well, Boz likes me. He thinks I look younger.
Actually, I looked very bedraggled when I got home Saturday night.
You did. And
That's what 10 hours sleep over 5 nights do to you.
And she went and lay on the bed. She said, I'm just going to lie here for a bit. Out like a light, weren't you? Derek says hi. Oh, good on you. Hey? Boss. Oh, that time away from Stu de-aged her a little. Have you noticed I've got greyer? What new projects? You want to tell them all about your new gizmos you're doing?
I'm doing new quilts.
Hang on, over near me.
I'm doing new quilts. A lot of applique. Actually, I might bring one down in the next few days when he decides to stream again and just show you.
When I'm allowed to.
It's very, very different to any of the other stuff that I've done.
It is. It's good though, eh?
It is. It's enjoyable. It takes a long time to do, but it's fun. It's creative. It's mind-numbing.
It's not mine. I mean, you've got to
No,
think.
it's not mind-numbing. It's enjoyable.
Julian goes, there goes the diet. I am on 2 diets. You don't get enough to eat with one. Oh, I like that. Oh, dear. No, yeah, well, we've been good, haven't we? We haven't been getting onto the apple turnovers.
No.
Because honestly, I was only about, 56 kilos, I think. But that's after it just spun around twice.
Actually, I was just talking to the lady that owns the cake shop, and I said I'd put on about 1.5 stone since they opened in whenever it was, June or whatever. And she said, yeah, so have I.
Yeah, but that's because she gives us a good deal. She's a lovely lady. And at the end of the day, especially when Susie wasn't here, I'd go in and buy her milk because we get milk virtually straight from the farm and she sells it. And she knew I was batch and had the kids here. Oh, she said, do you need any pies? I said, oh, that'd be lovely. She loaded me up with all these free pies because at the end of the day, what they don't sell, they give to someone who feeds their pigs, apparently. So she loaded me up with all these pies, so I went and bought her a big tin of chocolates. And then another day she did something else, I went and bought her a big box of chocolates. And when I was in there the other day, she gave me some cakes and she said, I don't want any more chocolates. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, it's all good. Hey, Mitch! Have I said, well, Mitch says hi.
Hi, Mitch.
Fountain of youth. How's the craft room coming? Next question, John. It'll be right after the bed, I reckon.
I just got a message too from
They think all beautiful. Did you know that?
Do you want a pool table?
Oh, a pool table? Yeah, why not? Well, what size?
I don't know. I just got a message from back.
Oh, wouldn't do any harm. Is it a slate one or a plywood?
No idea. She forgot to ask you. Anyway.
Well, that was the fridge as well. Yeah, ring her back and just see if you can get an idea of the size. I don't know where. Well, there goes your craft
There goes
room.
my craft room.
Yeah, it's going to have a pool table in it now, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought Luke might like it.
Yeah, well, we'll bring it back here. Yeah. Awesome.
Bye, everyone.
She's off.
Okay, night, whatever.
Hooroo. Cheers. See ya. I nearly finished. I got all those done, all those. You didn't even see what I've been doing. I could have been down here just chin wagging and doing nothing. You wouldn't have cared. Good on you. Oh, dear. There we go. Yeah, well, she'll bring some down. So that's what we might have a pool table now. Who knows? Engine. My wife does crochet quilts from baby quilts to ones the size of. Whoa, that is big. Does she do them in patches and sew the patches together, or is it just one big start in the centre and work out jobby? They're beautiful. I shall pass your bye-byes off to her. Yeah, my priority, Julian, mate, self-preservation. That's what my priority is. The excuse on the timbers in the bedroom, no, it's their seasoning. I got 3 years. I got 3 years worth of, no, I've got to season the timber, but that's wearing a bit thin now, so there we go. Hi, g'day, Duncan. Yeah, mate, I've got jobs to do and I'm bored. And the only way I can get any work done is if I come down here and interrupt my dribblings by doing some work. So what I've got to do, I'll draw this. I don't know if I can get to the table saw or not. I don't even know what saw. I've got a big dado blade in there, so that's not going to work. Let me just cut this off and I'll draw this up. And we'll go over and cut this. And then we can cut all the leather bits. So what did I say? 9 inches. There. Okay. By 7. I'm going to make sure that's 9. How did I mess that other one up? That's got me absolutely bewildered and bemused. I reckon that to there. That's not going to reach. Will that one reach? That one might reach. Let me try. Oh, move this death trap. I'm tripping over stuff. Oh, I was casting my mind back, and I think I've always been messy. I remember one of my first jobs when I left school was working in a bank of all things. And yeah, my desk was always messy. I could never find the biro. And 230. What did I say? This one 175. Okay, that's 185. So am I any good there, or did I mess that up? I messed that up as well. Let me measure twice, cut 3 times. That's my motto. Okay, I'll just go over to the Thor and cut that. I won't take everything over, but you can see I'm still here because I'll put that camera there so you can see what I'm doing. And I will be back in a trice. Oh, see, I can't even get to my flipping saw now. Oh dear. I would use a table saw, but I've got a big dado blade in there, which I don't want to use. I'm not too sure how square that is, but we'll give it a shot and we'll see. So as I was saying yesterday, if I've got to do more than one of something, I would much prefer to cut a template and use that rather than measure something all the time. Okay, so we've got to take a little bit off of that, which we will do now. Oh, where's the plane? The plane, boss, the plane. Okay. Bum, ba, dum, bum. That's a good fit. Might be too good a fit. I can't get it back out. Okay, randomly choose another one. So even though all these were made to the same design, there's always going to be little differences. There you go. It's beautiful. That's just what I wanted. So that will be the template. Box, template, leather, base, and what's the date today? 8th of the 12th, 20. There we go. Oh, I'll cut those out. Let me just see how that, just out of interest. I'll just see if I've got that square. It's just between there and there. That is close enough to square for me. That's in case you want to know if something's square and you're not sure and you haven't got a set square but you've got a measuring tape. If you measure the diagonals this way and that way, if you get the same measurement, then whatever it is you're cutting is square. Oh, okay. So now I shall line these up and cut them out. And we'll just see how it's going to look. Should have pushed harder, mate. Ba-da-dum. Okay, let's just have a look, see how it's going to go. So this is, I've got two sides. I could either use the shiny side or I can use the suede side. For me, I like the suede side because this fabric I've got that's going to go in the top is pretty close to the same colour. So that's what I'm going to use. Yeah, just to me, if I look at that, yeah, it looks all right, but I think that looks swisherer. And then around that, I'm going to hot glue that in. And these cedar surrounds will go around the outside. There's a couple of ways you can do this. Excuse me. You can have these cedar surrounds in and then put your bottom in between that, and that works fine, but this is too thick to do that. So that's how, where are we? Okay, that's how that's looking there. Normally I would, if I was just doing a fabric, if I had this fabric and that was what was going on the base, I would glue this fabric onto a piece of cardboard, but an old cereal box or something or other, and then have this surround in, then place that in, and it covers up the bottom of the surround. But this leather, being leather, it's thicker, it's a couple of mil thick. And if I put that and then tried to roll the ends over, I did have one here that I've got a repair to do for a box, and it was leather, but I most likely can't find it off the top of my head. So, no, give it a miss. But when you roll it over, it then becomes too fat and it doesn't look good, whereas to me, that looks really nice. And then this will go in the top with that heart over it. So let's cut some more leather. Get the right one. Let's have a chat. Oh. Woodwork learner. Measure twice, cut once, then go out and get another one. You've been in my shed, obviously. Was that a Goon Show reference? I used to love the Goons. Really did. Never seen the Goon Show. Harry Seacombe, Peter Sellers and Spike Milligan. Oh, I tell you, I'm dating myself now. Oh, Christmas presents. The boxes? I just sent you an email. Well, hang on, engine, let me have a look. Where's me clone? Oh, I don't know if I can get it down here, but I will try. There we go. I got that. Have I got some, oh yeah, okay. I've got that engine. I'll check that out when I'm off, and I'll let you know, Jamison. Terrific. Thanks for that. Oh, let me. What have we got? Spike Milligan, Peter Sellers. There you go. Seb. G'day, Seb. Thanks for dropping in. 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh. Oh dear. All right, now, where are we up to? Yeah, gee, I hope I've got enough leather here. I've got other colours, but I want to stick with this colour, if and I can. Oh, now I've lost, oh, there it is. I was going to say I lost my knife, but I didn't. Yeah, you could use a rotary cutter with this, which I do have one over there, but I just put a new blade in this knife the other day. So it is cutting fine. I tell you what, strops would be nice out of this colour, wouldn't it? Might have to do that, make some more leather strops. Well, come here. Boom, boom, boom. You can tell when I'm happy because I whistle. But those of you that have seen me for a while know that. Up! Haven't flown the drones for ages. I want to get out and do that again soon. A lot of things I want to do, but I went and got my drone licence, but I haven't flown for that long. I'm pleased I don't have to do another licence test. So what's that? We've got 5. Oh, that's not going to work. Wouldn't that rot your socks? Come here. I'm all excited now. I'm going to go and check out this pool table. Well, that means I've got to go to the dump because my trailer's full of rubbish. Might not be a bad thing either to go to the tip. I'll be with you people in a minute. I've got to concentrate when I've got sharp things in my hand. For obvious reasons. I bleed. There we go. There we go. I know there's only two more, but I've forgotten how many I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got a mark in it, which I don't. Might leave that for some. We'll leave that for something else. It's got a mark where the obviously the hide number was, and the glue's come off. So we'll leave that because I don't want to put that into a nice job. Makes it look a bit second rate. Eights. Nine. Getting up the pointy end now. I'll have a chat. Hey, Panda! Mate, long time no chat too. We are. We're all back. I'm impressed. Okay. Hang on, I'll have it. No, I'm going to have a chat now. I'm going to have another coffee in a minute too. Oh, sorry. There you go. I'm just cutting this up. Wes, did you catch the finishing bookshelves I did? Yes, I think I did. They were tan coloured ones up against the wall. From memory, they look really, really nice. I think I might have given them a like, actually. That was on Facebook, wasn't it, Wes? Just checking. Yeah, whistle while you work, why not? Oh, it has been a long time, Panda. It has been. But it's the gang's all here. Oh, I'll get to the bottom of these. Ha-la-da-dee. Hello from Spain. Well, hello, Raul. Raul, hula, from Australia. Duncan, yeah, I sort of went a bit silly when the pandemic hit, and I thought I would stream every day until the lockdown finished, and I lasted 57 days straight, and then, and then I didn't lock down, I shut down. So most of us, I guess we really bonded on that community over those 57 days. They were heady days. It was funny, I was doing something the other day, and I took part of the 57th day stream out, and I'm looking at, and I wasn't there. I really was not there. Honestly don't know how I functioned. But it was fun. We got there. And I think the important thing was too, we supported each other. You guys in particular supported me greatly. I thought it was good, and it got to the stage where, you know, when I couldn't do it, I couldn't do it anymore. I really felt a sense of loss. I felt that I'd let people down, and I felt a certain emptiness because I wasn't connecting with everyone again. But no, I'm not going to do another 57 days now. But let's see if we can still keep in touch, put it that way. So, well, let me and all these scraps that I'm getting out of this, you can just make little mini strops. So that's how it all started, Duncan. I don't know when I started on YouTube. It might have been about 2014 when I did my first television show. And I really didn't do much with YouTube at that stage, and it wasn't until a little bit later on that I found what a great platform it was, that you could share ideas, pick up ideas, help people best you can, connect. And I guess that's where it took off. I've got to count now. Pretty sure I'm up to 12 now. I will count in a second. I've got one more to do, but it's not for this particular batch. And it's slightly different if you saw me fitting the hinges the other day. I was going to put quadrant hinges in the boxes, but it was too complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, I've got one extra. That's all right. I can cut one down and fit in the other box, which I'll show you. You know, the other day I was talking about doing conceal. Oh, don't like that. Just scratch that one. Oh, let's see if I can find it. You're running a book, how high I can stack them before they all fall over? Look at that. Rotten thing, just scratched it. Scratched the top. That was me being slack. No, we'll go that one. But, so that scratch there. Okay, we'll just get those out. We might as well do it live. I don't know why that scratched. It must have had, no, there's nothing there. But anyway, yeah, this box here, I just got some marquetry on that one. And it is different because it's got a thicker part here. I was going to put quadrant hinges on there, whereas this one's just a straight, hang on, where am I? Yeah, that was going to have quadrant hinges, and that one's a lot thinner at the back. So this is slightly different size, and that'll go to another friend who I think would enjoy that. Okay, where I've scratched that, Let's just see if we can fix it. Oh, get a bit of. 1,000 if I've got any. There's some 1,200, that might do. Okay, this is 1,200 wet and dry. A little bit of water. And we'll just see how we go. So there's no point, I mean, something like that happens. Yeah, look, it's disappointing. But you saw it happen live, and I didn't go, oh, stuffed it, throw it against the wall. Mind you, there was a time in my life when I'd do something like that. But nowadays, oh, that's a pity. Oh, well, we're going to have to fix that. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. We'll just fix it. That's at 1,200. I'll get a bit of 2,000 if I've got some. That's 1,500, that'll do. Normally you don't have papers this thin, but if you get into French polishing, you do. I go up to 2,500. So what I've done is just taken that back. Oh! I'll just knock me spongy thing off. Hang on, wait a minute. It's going to sound a bit awful. A minute. There you go. That's better. So I've just rubbed that back to, what did I say, 2,500. We'll dry that. And then I'll brasso it again. So that's taken the scratches out. See, the scratches are gone. So I'll brasso it again. And we'll see if we can make it disappear. If not, what I will have to do, and I don't mind it, is give it another spray of lacquer. Now, I think we might have done all right there. And do it again, but I'm thinking we're okay. But, I mean, this is what happens with woodwork. You get little things like that, and you've just got to take it in your stride. There's no point in getting all exasperated and cranky, and it's just, it happens. Okay, one of those is quite deep, but I don't know. No, it's a little bit too deep. So that's all right. What we'll do, I'll hit it again with 13 or 1,500. Well, I'll show you what it looks like. It would, I mean, it'd be passable, but you can still notice that if you get the right light, there you go. That's it, right there. In case you missed it, I'll point it out. Right there. You can just see that scratch mark. So what I'll do is, I might get into it, use a bit of 800 and a bit of water. There was a couple of other scratches there, but they seem to have disappeared. That other one's just a bit deep. And I really don't know why it happened, because the box that was on top of it didn't show any signs of grit on the base. Okay. Well, that's completely gone now. I've taken that right back to 800. I don't know. No, we might give it another shot with brasso. See, it's totally gone now. Scratches right out. So we might be lucky. We might be lucky. You never know. Boom, boom, boom. Where's the rag? Yeah, still there a little bit. It would be passable. Where is it? See, you got that glow coming back again. I'm trying to get the light on it. Whoops. It's really, really hard when you're trying to do something in reverse. Yeah, you just see it in that light there. So it's not the end of the world, and normal situations I'll most likely just polish it out. But what we will do, is I'll give it a quick coat of something and it will be okay. Oh, when I spray this, I'll nip outside and spray it, because I don't want to breathe the muck in. Hey Steve, can you move? Yep, that's it, done that. Yeah, no, I saw that, Wes, on your Facebook page. Thanks, Panda. Oh, thanks, Duncan. I'm pleased you enjoyed it. Yeah. Jenga, what did the vets get up to? I'm going to take them down in a minute. Whoop, there you go. I just bashed it again. Good on me. Yes, I was using a very fine wet and dry, just knocking the sanding off, Justin. I don't know. I haven't seen Ren for yonks. Got a little dent in it now. That's it. Okay, I'll just go outside and hit this, and I will be back. I'll just stand here at the door. There. There you go, done. So that's two coats of lacquer. Now that will dry flat, which is what I want. And then tomorrow I'll rebuff it. I'm not going to rush it. It should really have 24 hours to dry to harden. If you try and do what I do and you haven't let it harden, you're just going to rip the finish off, which isn't very nice. Oh, what are we up to? Time for another coffee, I think. Yeah, I don't know where Marta is. Ren, well, I know where she is, but I haven't heard from her for ages. I should check up on her. I'll give her a buzz. The spray that I used is, there you go. It's called White Night Crystal Clear Acrylic, and it's a satin finish. It's the only one I'll use. There are a lot around, but that one in particular I do like. So that's my favourite. Good night, engine. Catch you later, Jamison. Ah, dear, oh dear. Oh, you mean this spray? That was just water. Yeah, sorry. "44 watching, please press like." Oh, isn't that nice? I couldn't fit you all in the workshop. And if you like it and you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get me subs up. little goal I've got going with myself. Yeah, don't take it personally, Panda. These things happen. Oh, dear. The red cap bottle. Oh, okay, that's Brasso. It's just a metal. It's a metal polish. I know you can get it in the UK, and obviously I know you can get it in Australia, but I don't know about anywhere else. All right, what am I going to do? This one I'm not worried about, because that one, I might actually cut one of these down to fit into there. So I'll move that to one side, and I'll see if I can find the worst one out of these. These all look pretty good, actually. Oh no, that one. That one. It's got a, I don't know if it's a crease or, oh, it's got a crease. It's got a crease on the back, which has actually come through the front. So that one I will cut down to put into this box. So the width should be the same. Yeah, that's good. It's just, the length is what I want. It's just the width has to come down. If I can find a, how long is it? We'll cut that down to that. That's 170. So we'll just go a little under 170. Sorry, move the box so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just measuring down just below 170. I don't care if I've got a bit of a gap going through, because the inside linings will cover that gap up. I'd prefer to have a gap and use the linings to cover it up than have it fit perfectly and bunch up and then it doesn't sit right. There we go. And voila, tis done. Now this one can go over here because it's not part of the bundle. Oh. And I'm thinking that's a darn good day's work. So I dare say, I think I'm going to come back tomorrow. Right now I'm going, it's 1:30. It's nearly Grandpa's nap time and definitely sandwich time. You can get Brasso in Canada, there you go. Duncan, who's loud in the chat? Do you do actual in-person woodworking classes? Oh, yeah, I used to. Whereabouts do you live? I'm in Brisbane, in Queensland. But I tend to sort of not do it so much, although I must admit I have been asked recently if I can run some classes in the new year, and I don't know, we'll see. I might do that. That'll be in Brisbane also, but I can make announcements of that a little bit later on. You can also get, you used to be able to get something called Gleam in the good old days. And yeah, it was an impregnated, like Brasso, impregnated cotton wool, and you just rubbed it on. But I'm going back over 40 years ago. It might not have it now, I don't know. You can get in the USA, you can get free practice. You got that, Randy? Yeah, baby. I was lucky because my mum, as I said, I'm originally from England. I've lost my phone and I'm expecting a call. There we go. My mum used to have a lot of horse brasses, martingales, which they used to put on the big cart horses. And so from a very, very, very early age, I can remember the smell of Brasso, and I used to like helping Mum polish the horse brasses. And then she had brass ornaments. And unfortunately, brass and copper now, it's sort of slipped from favour because people prefer to spray it with Incralac or something or other, and it's too hard to keep clean. But yeah, free practice. I can attest to that one. Who said that? Yeah, Randy. Yeah, I can attest to that. Remember you said, I don't know if you did, but when I was in, and they don't do it now, but they used to have AB boots and mud gaiters, and the mud gaiters had these little brass buckles, and you had to polish the buckles and polish the little pins that went through. And oh, there you go. I learned how to polish brass, if nothing else. Ah, bedtime here, Panda. Bedtime here too, I think. Thanks, Naves. Oh, that's John. Thanks, John. Oh, you're in Melbourne. Well, I don't know. Melbourne's not that far away. Who knows? You never. I'm going to take these down before I knock them down, because I can see it all going from together. I have been asked actually to do some workshops in Adelaide as well. So I don't know if that's going to go ahead, but we will see. We will see. But tell you the truth, I like just coming down here to my shed. Then I can talk to everyone. So anyway, thanks for your company once more. You've helped me, you've motivated me, you've inspired me and encouraged me to get these jobs done. And I'm actually making a dent in it. So thank you very much for that. As I said before, if you like it and you're new, please hit the subscribe button. If you do have any questions, queries, or just you want to know about anything I do, email me at admin@woodworkingmasterclass.com.au or leave a message on YouTube. You can catch me on Facebook. I answer all the messages as soon as I can. And I'm sort of thinking I've got an inkling there could be another stream tomorrow. Can't tell you exactly when because I really don't know myself, but I really want to get these finished so they're ready to deliver on Thursday or Friday. So if you've hit the little bell, it'll let you know when I'm streaming. And I look forward to having your company in the workshop, at the workbench again very, very soon. In the meantime, this is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying, remember to keep it sharp. And more importantly, keep it safe, look after yourself, be kind to each other. Spare a smile for someone that might feel a bit down. Do what you have to do. And enjoy being creative and doing your hobbies, because there's nothing better than getting an idea in your head and allow it to come through into your hands. So give that some thought. In the meantime, God bless, stay safe. Catch you all later on. This is Steve saying goodbye, good afternoon, good morning, good night. See you later. Bye for now. Oh, who have we got? Cheers to everyone else that just said good night to me as well. So there you go. Bye.